Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Friday. I hope the day finds you well, no matter what time of day you're watching this. Woo! Oh, yeah. All right, let's see where we go. Morning message for Friday, October 1st. If you were on the double live yesterday, that's where the monthly messages are for each zodiac sign, so you might want to check that out if you're part of the Pathfinders group or part of the Seekers group. Check that out. Today at noon, I'm going to be live on YouTube, and we're going to be talking about the new moon coming up October 6th. Going to also talk a little bit more in depth about all of the retrogrades that are going direct. I did a video the other night just giving you the information. So let's talk about working with that information a little bit. Let's see where we go. And back by popular demand, next week we're doing the North Node class. If you're looking for your mission and your purpose, that's a good place to start. All right, link is below. All right, let's see where we go. Saturday morning, a little treat for you. All right, Go the Distance. I'm going to make a post on Saturday morning I think you'll like. Go the Distance, buy the book. Thinker. All right, something about buy the book. Like, a lot of times I'll see this as a structure process kind of thing, like it needs to be handled a certain way. But right now I'm hearing like buy the book, B-U-Y, buy the book. All right, there's something that's a message for somebody that you need to buy the book. You need to get whatever the book is. I feel like this book is going to be helpful to you. It's going to make a difference in how you live your life. I was listening to the Four Agreements this morning, something like that. Eckhart Tolle's book about mindfulness. There's some book somebody is has been mulling about purchasing, or they see it in a window or something like that. Do it. Buy the book. It's an important step in your growth. Okay, I also feel like this book is going to make you think. It might shift your opinions about some things or how you're acting in the world. Okay, the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. That can change everything. Look at that. The word. This is the truth. This is the Ace of Swords. Being inspired, the Ace of Wands. Wow, that's masculine energy. These are very Aquarian, so masculine, maybe an Aquarius or maybe an air sign energy hovering around this reading. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, King of Wands, 3 of Wands, Hierophant, Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, 2 of Wands. Ooh, look at that, 2 and the 3, Ace, 2, 3, 2 of Cups. So being impeccable with your word, we're talking about speaking truth. We're talking about being inspired and speaking from a place of inspiration. I do feel like, the 7 of Pentacles is an interesting card because, sometimes you look at it and you see someone admiring their labors. Sometimes you look at it and you think, wow, this is a lot of work. I'm so tired from doing this. And in this instance, I'm looking at this as like, okay, you've done things by the book, B-Y, by the book, and now it's time to change course. Now it's time to do things a little bit differently. It's not that it didn't work before, okay, because it worked, like things grew, the plant grew, but now I feel like this has to do with taking more action. So instead, the action is a different action than what you were doing before. So, for example, if you were doing some kind of work in the world, the time has come for that to end. And I definitely see more spiritual kind of work coming through here. Whether that means that's your livelihood or not, I do feel like you might be learning from a teacher or learning from a mystical teacher, a mystical guide. All right, you're definitely learning something new by taking action, buying that book or going to that conference or stepping out of your own way you've been, I feel like you're really going to step into something brand new. This person that you're dealing with, I just feel like this person's a teacher. I don't necessarily feel like you might not even know them, right? You read the book and, the 4 agreements, and it changes your life, right? You never meet the author. You never meet necessarily. You could. I mean, I'm sure you could. But you don't really, it's not really about that. It's about the perspective that they had changing your viewpoint. All right, so you see how the 7 of Pentacles is full frontal to the camera. Let's say it's a camera, right? But look at that. You change your viewpoint considerably. I feel like this teacher is very inspirational to you. And, something is clearly gone. And it's almost like you read this book, you go to this conference, it changes your perspective on everything. It turns you around and brings you choices, brings you new people, new opportunities. So you might have stayed in one situation for a really long time. And it's not that it's wrong. It was right at the time. But it's yielded as much as it's going to yield. Whatever the situation is, whatever this relationship or this work path or whatever it is, you've gone as far as you can. All right, with that. And now it's time to take action, to learn something new. And you may be inspired to a new truth, okay, by someone who is a teacher, healer, guide, mystic, shaman, opening you up to your own mystical gifts. And I do feel like some of you, this person could shift your viewpoint on love, or shift your viewpoint. This person may become a partner, or become a soul, not become a soulmate, because you're either a soulmate, well, everybody's a soulmate. If they have any impact on your life at all. So I'm your soulmate, hey! Okay, if I have any impact on your life at all, right? If you're watching, then there's a soulmate connection between us. This feels more personal. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, like you've manifested this opportunity. 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Hermit. Okay, so this is a different kind of teacher. I feel like you're manifesting teachers all over the place. Teachers and guides and mystics, mostly because I think it's about you stepping into becoming one of a healer, a teacher, a guide, a mystic. And then you're like on a different frequency, like you get it. This person gets you. There's something very special about this connection. I feel like you've this is like almost the preamble to this 7 of Pentacles. This is like, okay, I've resisted letting go of old patterns, but I've put a lot of work in. This is Virgo energy, and then upper octave Virgo, about becoming the Hermit. Hermit and Hierophant, spiritual masters. Hierophant can be fairly traditional kind of learning. The Hermit is a very spiritual kind of learning. You might be balancing and blending the traditional with the supernatural, or the way most people go about learning. You're learning from a traditional sense, and you're also learning from a spiritual sense. Okay, and what's wanting to come in, I'm going to look at what's the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles for me. Temperance, wow, look at that. 4 of Swords, Page of Swords. The archangels are trying to bring in this message of healing. I feel like meditation, you could be going on some kind of meditation retreat. You're getting a message from meditation. You don't have to physically go anywhere to do this. You could be, at home, and you've bought some kind of meditation class or something like that. You don't need physical journeying, but you could, right? You could go the distance. You could, looks like desert to me, right? Both of these cards look a little bit deserty. So you could be going to some place out in the desert. Could be an intellectual desert, could be a spiritual desert, you know what I mean? So it could be any kind of desert, but your job is to take in the information. I think first you take it in a kind of traditional way, and then there's something here that's non-traditional. Look at all the twos here. Yeah, 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Tower, 4 of Pentacles. Something, I feel like you learned this message and it blows apart. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Oh, good, we're in Libra time. I feel like you learn a lot from this person. It blows apart your mindset around something. Could be a mindset around relationship or a mindset around money and your work. Something really changes, a big shift happening here. You're finally choosing or praying or meditating, and you're allowing the message to come in. So when something ends here, or when something is no longer viable for you, now you understand why. All right, now you understand why. This can happen over the next 8 weeks, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's a progression here. And this might have felt really slow, but things come in during Mercury retrograde, I feel. Messages. Mercury is about communication. All right, so some communication coming in here that will balance things out. I feel like you're going to get some awareness around some previous hurt. Could be with a fire sign. You could have hurt a fire sign, or you could be, you know, I see Sag here. And there could be some healing. So a small portion of you, this is, you know, not only a big spiritual like shift in your perspective of life and where you're going, but also shift in this relationship. That was bugging me. Someone at the door, that was bugging me. Okay. All right. So this is kind of interesting. I definitely feel like there's messages coming through for you. It has to do with changing your ways from being, and, you know, not necessarily being too much in the world, too much in your day-to-day. This is asking you to sort of spend more time in a spiritual practice, okay? Because I think there's something that wants to come in. So Libra, Sag, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, we're going to look at those. If you are those signs, we're going to get a little bit more guidance for those individual signs, okay? Could be dealing with somebody of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you want to go deeper into this reading, link is below. If you're part of our Pathfinder group, rest of the reading starts.